Live from Fox 13 Studios, this is Fox 13 News at 9.
Thanks for joining us. President Trump giving the green light for governors to determine the right time to restart their local economies, as long as they follow the recently released three-phase plan. As Fox's Steve Harrigan shows us, parts of the country will see a slow rollout in just the coming days.
Parts of the country are beginning to take steps towards reopening their economies.
Texas and Vermont will allow certain businesses to open on Monday while still requiring appropriate social distancing precautions.
On Thursday, the president announced a three-phase plan for governors to decide when to start easing restrictions.
Montana will begin lifting restrictions on Friday. Ohio, North Dakota, and Idaho have advised non-essential businesses to prepare for a phased opening starting May 1st.
This comes as several protests to open up the economy began popping up across the country.
We took good care of the threat when it happened, but now we need to worry about our constitutional rights, and we need to also worry about the economy.
But not all governors are ready to start lifting stay-at-home orders. 7 states along the East Coast announced extensions, including New York.
And I think the president leaving it to the states was not just right and legal and constitutional. I think he's right that it's different in different places.
Finally, 3 versions of a potential vaccine have now entered human trials. In Atlanta, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
While Italy and Spain continue to deal with a high number of COVID-19 cases, both countries are starting to eye potential dates for when they would begin reopening their own economies. Fox's Amy Kellogg reports from Italy.
Here in Italy, the coronavirus czar pointed out that 5 times as many people in the Lombardy region have died of coronavirus as civilians died in World War II over 5 years in the Milan region, including during the bombardment. And this as though the curve here continues to flatten but doesn't quite go down as much as many people would have hoped after 6 weeks of lockdown. The country is getting ready to at least partially reopen on May 4th. And of course, the beaches are wondering what their season will be like. It's important for Italy. They're waiting for guidance from the government. This restaurant owner near Rome is rearranging his tables from 100 down to 45, taking into account distancing. Tourism makes up about 13% of this country's GDP. A professional cyclist here has found a way to stay in shape and make himself useful during lockdown. He's delivering medicine from pharmacies to people in the town of Lodeto. They recognize this star around these parts and are happy he is helping limit the movement of people around town. Spain's curve is flattening, but its death toll is now over 20,000, and the lockdown is still on. Civil Protection has been serenading kids on their birthdays lately, realizing a lot of them are spending that special day in isolation. And Caritas, the Catholic charity, says it has had to expand its service here in Catania, Sicily. They used to hand out food and meals to the homeless and extremely poor in the city. Now they're seeing a lot more people who previously had the means to feed themselves, but have seen that change with COVID-19. This has growing concern that the mafia is taking advantage of this time to worm their way into people's hearts. They've been distributing food to certain communities, not out of the goodness of their hearts, but to indebt them. And as the national anti-mafia prosecutor here put it, the mafia sees this as a very good time to, quote, invest. In Florence, Italy, Amy Kellogg, Fox News.
Still to come, see how an experimental drug is giving hope for people in the fight against COVID-19, including Utah's Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox.
And why one group is calling for Amazon employees to protest next week.
Well, temperatures across northern Utah getting back into the 60s. Where are we heading for the upcoming week? I'll let you know.
Weather Watch is brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen, or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
For 50 years, duct tape has been here for you. We pour strength into every roll, and you can count on that. Here for you then, here for you now. Duct tape, sticking together while staying apart.
There are a lot of shades of eyeshadow.
Do you have Shadow of the Moon Plum?
A seemingly endless number of ice cream flavors.
I'll go with French Lavender Swirl.
And an overwhelming amount of movies to watch.
Let's get The Princess and the Flea.
Just like there are countless ways to have fun with your kids.
We're going to do cut crease eyes today. Ready?
When you spend time in your child's world, they'll listen when you talk from yours. Learn more at parentsempowered.org.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. As part of your community, we're here to help you during these challenging times.
Keeping your Toyota safe and reliable is essential, especially right now. That's why many of our Toyota service centers are open for your vehicle needs. So you can schedule service online and drop off and pick up your vehicle with no contact for your peace of mind.
We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
Fox 13 News is now streaming live on Roku and Fire TV. Getting up-to-the-minute local news is more important than ever. Just look for the KSTU Fox 13 News channel and watch all our newscasts streaming live. Let's connect.
For Christie's Love, what labor actually feels like. And then some. Kristen Davis hosts Labor of Love, delivering May 21st on Fox.
Just like you, we're strong and flexible. And like always, we're here for you, so you can stay busy with the ones you're keeping close. Duct tape, sticking together while staying apart.
In your health headlines tonight, researchers are working around the clock to find a treatment for COVID-19. A doctor leading up a clinical trial for a drug called remdesivir says they're getting good results. A study from the University of Chicago found most of its patients had rapid recoveries in fever and respiratory symptoms and were discharged in less than a week. Utah's Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox tweeting about this earlier this week, saying that his coronavirus task force has been watching this closely. He went on to say that while it is early, this drug would change things dramatically. Parents of young babies may soon have one less thing to stress about. There are signs that formula shortages are starting to ease. Formula makers have ramped up production to keep up with the demand. It's one item parents just can't chance running out of. So they've been stocking up to make sure they've had enough for their babies. Experts say you can expect to see more formula on store shelves soon, but it could take months before it's totally back to normal. Like it or not, you're probably eating a lot more meals at home than you used to. It appears that one habit that might stick around. In a recent survey, 54% of people said they'll continue to cook more at home, even after social distancing measures are lifted. 75% say their culinary skills have improved over the last months, and 73% say they are actually enjoying cooking now more than ever.
I want to talk to those people. In tonight's Money Watch, a group of Amazon employees are calling for workers to walk out on April 24th in protest of the company's labor practices. The group, called Amazon Employees for Climate Justice, is calling for the company to reinstate workers who were fired after they spoke out against Amazon and to show support for warehouse workers. Last week, Amazon fired 2 leaders of the group for repeatedly violating internal policies. Garden centers and online seed stores say business is booming. That's thanks to more people using their spare time to pay attention to their gardens. They say vegetables are in highest demand as households look to grow more of their own food. Several seed stores say they've never seen demand like this. A few have even had to start limiting sales just to commercial farms. Producers say there are plenty of seeds available, but companies have had to cut back on packaging staff, which is delaying some shipments. Okay, and a farm in Idaho here, trying to give away this 2 million potatoes. The owner of Crannery Farm say they supply potatoes to make French fries for restaurants and grocery stores, but with many of those restaurants closed and processing plants slowing down, they're now sitting on a 6-month supply. So they put out the call to the general public to come get what they need, and get this, it's for free. They've had about 700 people show up, and this includes many collecting for food banks and soup kitchens.
Doing it the Idaho way. We love it. Still ahead, turning tragedy into triumph. See the beautiful way people out east are saying thank you to first responders.
And later in sports, a brand new round of highlights from home, while RSL's Freddie Juarez talks the possibility of Major League Soccer going fanless. It's true, it could happen. Back in a bit.
Next new live, American Housewives Katie Mixon.
You play my daughter's fantasy mom.
Monday at 10 a.m. on Fox 13. Fox Monday.
We have a boy 45 feet down an uncapped well pipe.
They're coming to get you.
911 is all new. Then, Prodigal Son returns with an episode that will leave you breathless. Monday, an all-new 911, followed by all-new Prodigal Son on Fox.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. So we're helping by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can, so you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
This Tuesday.
Cookie, from the moment I saw you, I knew we were meant to be. You gave me empire. You gave me our boys. You gave me life.
A finale you will never forget.
Playtime is over, Cookie. Girl, back!
Attack on one is an attack on all. I got you. Whatever happens.
He's the love of my life. And it might be too late.
Empire finale this Tuesday on Fox.
On the next Modern Family, Phil's open house goes horribly wrong.
Oh, no.
Now he must do anything to survive.
Monday dinner, Tuesday breakfast.
On the next Modern Family, Monday at 6:30 on Fox 13. Local restaurants need our help more than ever. If you need a break from your kitchen, join us for Takeout Tuesday and order from your favorite local spot and share your experience with #TakeoutTuesday. Find stories about the resilience of our local business community at fox13now.com/open. So order up, take it out, and kick back tonight. Takeout Tuesday, brought to you by Fox 13 News and Fox 13's The Place, part of We're Open Utah.
The Flame, The Flow, Banshee. These ultimate taggers are after you.
You see how happy I am right now? This is one of the only times I wish I had a step stool.
Don't get caught.
Welcome to the fastest, most intense game you've ever seen.
Ultimate Tag premieres Wednesday, May 20th on Fox.
Join Chief Meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke, weeknights on Fox 13 News at 9.
Thanks for staying with us tonight. The coronavirus is hitting right in the middle of spring, which is typically peak business time for florists and landscapers across the country. While orders in many cases are down, Chris Conti shows us how a grassroots campaign in Boston is spreading hope to heroes on the front lines.
Yep, keep coming, keep coming. Like a general commanding an army, Jan Goodman has found herself deploying the troops lately. 28 years as a florist in Massachusetts, and suddenly Jan has been planted in the most important role of her career.
Being strong, being optimistic, to say we're going to get through this together.
Landscapers and florists have been deemed essential workers. Problem is, in greenhouses and warehouses across the country, there are flowers whose time is about to pass. Florists are seeing orders canceled by the thousands.
It is a tough time, and we all recognize that, but we have to try and really try and see silver lining.
In this case, the lining is not silver, but orange and blue and purple and yellow.
We're hoping that people seeing those colors will just put a smile on their face.
Emily Berry is co-owner of a farm near Boston. She is part of that small army Jan Goodman has assembled.
We would love for people to enjoy the flowers rather than them just go to waste.
These flowers that were bound for a compost pile are being dispatched to the front lines of the coronavirus epidemic, quite literally. During perhaps some of this country's darkest days, flowers started appearing in front of Boston's hospitals, a bit of light for those battling the virus, a brief reprieve from the current situation. And most importantly, doctors, nurses, and staff can take these plants home. Many of the flowers being donated are daffodils. Thousands of them were planted along the Boston Marathon route after the bombing in 2013 as a symbol of hope. The marathon was canceled this year, but the daffodils didn't get that memo.
Daffodils and signs of spring flowers is the hope that winter is finally over and spring is here and life is here. So that's why the daffodils symbolize, and all the spring flowering plants symbolize life, and that's what we have to keep remembering.
Thank you!
Thank you! Over the next few weeks, daffodils and pansies and hydrangeas will continue to show up at hospitals across Boston. Jan is hoping other florists across the country will see what this is doing for first responders and coordinate similar efforts in their communities.
And if we can do anything to just say, hey, thank you, that's what the purpose is.
It's a sign of hope and renewal, that there will be an end to this and we'll be able to resume life as we knew it before.
While there is no vaccine for COVID-19, these flowers are offering a prescription for hope.
It's going to be okay.
In Boston, I'm Chris Conti reporting.
In your entertainment news, the Fox drama Empire has all led up to one big finale. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has a look at what's in store as the stars reflect on the series the past few years.
You gave me Empire.
6 seasons of Fox's hit musical drama Empire wrap up April 21st. The final episode centers around the fight for Empire and that Cookie Lucius relationship at the center of it all.
It's the love of my life.
Back in January, star Taraji P. Henson reflected on the journey and what it's meant for her to play Cookie.
Cookie gave me a certain a celebrity that I didn't have. I mean, I had it, but no one really paid attention until this pop culture character came along. And Cookie literally catapulted my career into superstardom. Like, I was a star before, but like, Cookie did something else, to the point where I can't live a normal life anymore.
Co-star Vivica A. Fox shared her reaction when she was first cast in the show.
I remember getting cast on the show and was just thrilled. I remember when the show came out with these major, mega numbers, and when Lee Daniels hit me and said, I want you to be a part of the family, it was such a huge honor for me.
Production on Empire was shut down due to the coronavirus pandemic, so they'll end on an earlier episode than planned. In a statement, co-creators and executive producers Lee Daniels and Danny Strong expressed how proud they are of the groundbreaking show. Daniels also noted they aren't getting to shoot the finale they wanted, at least not yet, adding, you know what they say in television, stay tuned.
Playtime is over, Cookie. Girl, back!
The Empire series finale airs Tuesday night right here on Fox. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
All right, scoot to your weather forecast. Another look what you could expect for the rest of the weekend and the upcoming work week. Let's get to it. I want to share another photo coming in from a viewer. This is Scott Taylor, again, highlighting another outdoor activity, doing some sailing. Yeah, we've got plenty of bodies of water to be able to do that, and the weather to go along with it. You need that persistent breeze, not too strong, not too light. Goldilocks weather, well, that's what we found across at least northern Utah today, where temperatures were ideal, holding on to the sunshine. I wish I could say that we're going to just sail on through the weekend without any hiccups, but for northern Utah, come tomorrow, things are going to change. All right. Currently, we're looking at mostly clear skies along the Wasatch Front. Still hanging on to the 50s in Salt Lake City, Ogden as well. We're down into the 40s in Provo. As we show you your outdoor play forecast for tomorrow, notice that as we look at the lights, it's yellow tomorrow for the Wasatch Front, green Monday and Tuesday. The only reason is we're looking at a chance of some maybe afternoon rain showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm that potentially could at least maybe put off or delay your plans just for a brief period of time. It's not going to be a washout by any means. We do need the rain, though, as we give you an update looking so far this year. And specifically, I'm talking about the water year. That means from October up to this point. This is how much precipitation we received in Salt Lake City, just over 8 inches. But on average, we should be closer to 10 inches, so we're just over 80% of normal. So we need some storms. It'd be great to maybe get a bigger storm, but we've been noticing a little bit of light rain activity across southern Utah, even at this point, but those showers are beginning to dissipate. Our next disturbance right now positioning towards northern Nevada. That's what will be impacting and bringing some clouds across northern Utah in your forecast for tomorrow. So as we're going to be looking at partly cloudy skies overnight, we quickly bring in some clouds come tomorrow morning. So we're waking up to some sunshine, but just know that will quickly change. Once we get in about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we'll be looking at mostly cloudy skies. And with that upper level moisture, that's what could spawn off maybe a few rain showers there. And maybe, again, as I mentioned, isolated thunderstorms. Now, most of the activity will be across the mountains, but definitely the valleys could get in the mix, especially as we move throughout the afternoon. So that's your hour-by-hour forecast to get you ready for Sunday morning. Other locations, your forecast waking up on Sunday. Now, temperatures with the clouds in place, fairly mild across northern Utah. Yes, still cool, but a far cry where we were at a couple of days ago. Of course, we had those freeze warnings in place. Not the case here at all tonight. As you see, temperatures in the 40s, 30s throughout central Utah, 50s in St. George. Tomorrow, it's a chance of some afternoon showers across the north. Most of central, southern, and eastern Utah should stay dry. And again, the further south you go, the more sunshine you're going to see and some comfortable temperatures. 70s in St. George, maybe a chance of rain on Tuesday. Then we're in the 80s by the middle of the week and holding there for the weekend. Northern Utah, it's 60s all week long, close to 70 degrees by Wednesday. After that threat of showers tomorrow, we have another possibility of some rain on Thursday, and that's it. So I think that's kind of Goldilocks weather right there, except for the rain. We keep those comfortable temperatures, and we will see quite a bit of sunshine here for the upcoming week.
Major League Soccer has extended its moratorium at least another 7 weeks, with games now postponed through June 8th. And even when Real Salt Lake does eventually get to lace up again, there's a very high likelihood that fans won't be allowed inside Rio Tinto Stadium for a while longer to root the club on. Freddie Juarez trying to find positives in all of this.
If it gets started without the fans, that there would still be a hunger just because everyone's been off for so long. It might actually add something on the TV part, because I think people would be dying to watch some sports through TV. So maybe it all of a sudden picks up TV ratings there. But eventually, yeah, you got to have it all connected. You got to have everyone together. But I think, hopefully it's not for too long where it doesn't put a major effect in a negative way.
The NFL offer sheet deadline has passed, meaning that former Cougar Taysom Hill will most likely remain with the Saints and back up Drew Brees at the quarterback spot this season. Hill was the only player in the NFL to have a first-round tender, meaning that New Orleans could have matched any offer for the Swiss Army knight. The Saints have managed to utilize Hill in 1,001 different ways since joining the team back in 2017. And of course, highlights from home. It's always fun. Let us start with a dance-off. Sandy's Alex Cordonia feeling something with an 80s beat, while Christine playing it safe with the mask on. Then again, rocking out to a little Rocky Balboa. You're always bound to burn some calories that way. Colby Stone juggling, but watch him go underneath and still keep the handle. I like that. And then similar move, Ethan Rylant. Only the Stansbury High product utilizes a hockey stick. While ending with the rides, Brock Alder peeling the snowmobile out in Logan Canyon. And there he goes, the scooter picking up some good speed over the driveway, though the little guy unfortunately crashes in his wake. If you want to be on, send to sports@fox13now.com. Yeah, keep them coming. We'll be right back.
For Hyundai and its dealers, the health and safety of our local communities have always come first. And right now, we're all safer at home. But should you need a vehicle, we have options to shop online, and a participating dealer will deliver it right to you. And to ease the financial strain, you'll make no payments for 4 months. Together, we can create a safer, better car buying experience.
Get 0% APR for up to 84 months on the 2020 Tucson or Elantra and make no payments for 4 months. Only at your Utah Hyundai dealer.
There are times when our need to connect really matters. To keep customers and employees in the know, to keep business moving. Comcast Business is prepared for times like these. Powered by the nation's largest gig speed network to help give you the speed, reliability, and security you need. Tools to manage your business from any device, anywhere, and a team of experts here for you 24/7. We've always believed in the power of working together. That's why when every connection counts, you can count on us.
everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Race in for a great deal on the Honda Pilot. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
Just when you thought you were done painting, you discover paint bleed under your tape. Not with Frog Tape. Frog Tape is the only painter's tape treated with patented Paint Block technology. Paint Block reacts with the water in latex paint to form a micro barrier against paint bleed, giving you the sharpest lines possible. Get professional results with Frog Tape. No messy lines, no paint bleed. For sharp lines, every time, Frog it.
We have the power to protect ourselves from contracting COVID-19 by avoiding close contact with others, not touching your face, washing your hands, coughing into your elbow, and disinfecting surfaces.
America Credit Union, along with support from Woodside Homes. Fox 13's Dream Team is fulfilling the dreams of amazing people in our community.
Welcome home. Thank you.
Nominate a deserving person at fox13now.com.
The Simpsons.
Weeknights on Fox 13.
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. If your vehicle needs service, just call. Ford service centers are essential to your community and are still open. Find out about pickup and delivery options from participating Ford dealers. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us do our part and help take care of you.
This is Fox 13 News.
Finally on Fox 13, it's back. Parents rejoice. Disney once again offering a temporary hotline that lets characters say goodnight to your kids. All month long, Disney is running a toll-free hotline to hear goodnight messages from characters. So you can hear from Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Donald and Daisy Duck, and even Goofy.
You know, such a good idea. Families just have to call 1-877-MICKEY. M-I-C-K-E-Y. Disney also has a number of entertaining ideas for the home, including downloadable activities for kids. You can check out shopdisney.com/bedtime hotline for details.
Thanks for watching Fox 13 News at 9.
Stay with us. QuickCast is coming up next.